I'm Pete Mentine for 23 ABC, and joining me today is Pulley lead singer Scott Radinsky. If you're a baseball fan, you may remember he was a relief pitcher for the Dodgers as well as the White Sox and Cleveland. He also was a bullpen coach for the Angels. I'd seen you play Bakersfield's Jerry's Pizza back in 2017, and you told me a little bit about playing there a few times. What are your memories of playing there, and what makes it so special?
Jerry's Pizza. Just the atmosphere, the small town kind of vibe, a basement under a pizza joint, on the corner. Excuse me. It doesn't really get much better than that. They were always inviting to us. The owner, Jerry, he kind of seemed to take a liking to us. We actually made a Jerry's Pizza shirt once, which was pretty cool. But it was a relatively close place for us within a couple hours, so we could get there on Friday, Saturdays, and it was just a fun place to play. You knew it was going to be a good turnout. People were always appreciative. Like I said, the vibe was really good. You went downstairs in the basement. It was like dark and dingy, and it was just a cool setup. Probably not the greatest sound, but just a really good party atmosphere.
Cool. So let's talk about the new album, The Golden Life, which drops May 13th. What do you think fans can expect from the album?
I think it's an extension of what we've done in the past. Sonically, it's pretty good. I think the way everything turned out sounds really good. I like the songs. I think they were written, and we had plenty of time over the last couple of years with guys not working to really kind of hash things out and get it to where we wanted. But I think for the most part, for me, it's just the songs. We're playing some of these songs live, and I can't say that about every record we've done. So that's kind of a sign, I think, for the band to say, like, if we're willing to play them live, then we must like them. So I personally like them, and I think the rest of the guys are stand behind them as well.
That's good.
Yeah.
Was it kind of difficult recording during the pandemic, or was it a little bit easier getting guys into the studio? Or
Well, the easier part was early on when we first started writing and guys were out of work. So we've had a rehearsal space we've practiced in for almost 30 years now. And the beauty of that was guys had time, so we could show up at noon and just jam. And that's kind of how it happened. And the songwriting just progressed really fast, and we were all into it. And it was a good vibe, even though life was shit at the time. It was good working environment for us as far as writing. And then, by the time we recorded, which was December of, towards the end of last year, the end of 21, things had lightened up a little bit, and going into the studio was relatively easy. It was just us. So there was a lot of freedom in there. We were maskless and doing our thing. So it was a good vibe. And the guy we worked with, we did a lot of his home studio as well. So it was really smooth. I'd say it was easy, smooth, and very productive over the 2 years, considering, where life was, the world was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of your previous songs have kind of predicted some of the social and economic situations globally. Why do you think some of the issues keep on repeating themselves from, like, some of the subjects of your songs?
Probably because the same person's writing them. Yeah, I don't know. Has the world gotten any better or worse? I think, we've kind of just been in that same, it is what it is. And writing is whether it's subconscious or conscious, I think there's just what's going on in the world is what's going on in the world. And I think at any given point in time, whether it be 10 years ago, 20 years ago, or 20 years from now, there's going to be something to write about. And unfortunately, most of the time there's a lot of dark to what's going on in the world, a lot of, not so good. And, I think that as much as we try to stay positive and write about happy stuff, the words come out the way they come out. And like I said, I don't think it's a conscious effort to make that point. It's just where we're at.
Okay. Since Pulley has been around for more than 25 years, what do you think the secret sauce to your success has been?
I think the secret sauce is we were friends first. And, we started the band with the idea to have an outlet to write and to continue playing. We all originated from other previous bands in the past, as we were growing up in high school and whatnot. Some of us were in touring bands, some guys just stayed in the garage. But for the most part, the whole model of the band was to have fun, to write music, to play live, and to have fun and not try to so-called make it. And I think that's been part of the success to survive. We've never really been a big quote unquote band. We've been on some pretty good labels that have given us good exposure. I'd like to think that we've written some decent songs in the past and made some fans. But for the most part, it's internally, it's kind of the motive behind the band. Like I said, of we would love to do this for a living. It would be the greatest thing in the world. But the reality is there's only a handful of bands that can actually do that in our type of world. So, we've been realists and good self-evaluators from the beginning. And I think that approach has allowed us to continue what we're doing and keep plugging away at it and having fun. And we enjoy it to this day.
Cool. So how were you able to balance a Major League Baseball career as well as being a musician?
Well, I had a schedule that took 8 months out of the year, consumed my time. It was a job. And then I had 4 months off, kind of almost like a school teacher in a sense, but opposite. And, I've been with guys that were understanding of that and were okay with that. Like I said, because from the outset, that was kind of the whole approach and the model of the band to begin with. So I don't think there was any expectations to be on the road 9-10 months out of the year or, play full time as, whatever, like I said, make a living. So that was a big help. On a personal note, I have a supportive family that's always been, music was part of my life before any of them were a part of my life. And they just kind of have been going along for the ride. So that's kind of how it's worked. Hasn't been easy, but that's how it's worked.
Yeah. Was it kind of difficult trying to build up a fan base with the kind of intermittent touring?
Probably so. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people we weren't able to reach because of that. But, like I mentioned before, being on the label we were on, putting out from our first record to our fifth record, having 5 records on what I feel is probably one of the best punk rock labels there was, an Epitaph. I think that helped a ton. And, at the time when some of those bigger bands were breaking through in the mid 90s, it allowed us to kind of ride some coattails just because we were on the label and gave us a listen to a lot of people, whether they liked it or not, and followed through and continued following the band is a different story. But yeah, I mean, we're happy with where we're at. It's like I said, we're not disappointed when we play a place with 50 people. We enjoy it. It's intimate, it's fun, and that's kind of what we're all about.
That's cool.
Yeah.
How was it playing for your hometown Dodgers and also being a bullpen coach for the Angels?
Well, I had been playing baseball for 10 years before I had the opportunity to come to the Dodgers. And, that was my first choice. When I became in that world, you become a free agent after a certain amount of time, and you can elect to go wherever you want, or if somebody wants you. And it just happened to be at the right time. There was a fit for me, and it worked out great. And those were 3 of the best seasons and best years I had ever had. Living at home, I'm 33 minutes from the ballpark. I drive my own car. It was a dream. I mean, that was my childhood team growing up. So for me, that was a great thing. And then, having the opportunity at the end of my career as a coach to finish up for 3 years with the Angels, which is a little bit farther from where I live, but still a commute. In the job that I did, that's a dream, because it's an 8-month job. And normally I would pack my things mid-February and I'd head off and wouldn't come home for 8 months, living out of a suitcase continuously. So to be able to be at home in that capacity of work is very rare. And I was very grateful to be able to spend 6 of the 35 years I did it being able to be at home. It was great.
You've also been active in the skate community as a former co-owner of a skate lab. Are you still involved in skating, and are you working with the Skateboard Hall of Fame, which is now occupying that spot that Skate Lab used to be at?
It is not at the same location where Skate Lab was. I have zero affiliation with the Hall of Fame other than being a part of it when it first originated. And yeah, I mean, skating's been kind of a part of my life growing up, and I think it'll always have a soft spot in my heart. I follow it. I enjoy watching it. I enjoy putting around. I don't crash anymore. I don't push myself to those limits, but it's always something that's going to be in my inside of me. It's part of who I am and who I was, and I don't think that'll ever go away.
Now, Mark DeSalvo did the artwork for the Golden Life, and he's also designed a lot of your previous album covers, among tons of other great albums from NoFX, No Use for a Name, and more punk luminaries. How has he kind of added to the experience of listening to Pulley albums? Because I kind of, when I see a Pulley album and I see his artwork, I kind of know that it's gonna hit all the right notes.
Well, I think you hit it on the head right there. His artwork, and for the colors that he involves, the style of what he does. I think having done previous records and working with him, and him having an understanding of the band and being a fan of that particular style of music and part of the scene, part of the skate culture, it just kind of goes for me hand in hand. And we've done some records since without him doing the cover, and it's not the same to me, because I agree with you. Like, I come from an era where you didn't get a free listen. You had to go kind of dig through the band, and most of the early records I bought were on the cover, what it looked like, and you're taking a chance. Maybe you heard of the band in a fanzine or a magazine, but for the most part, it was, wow, that's kind of attractive. It looks like something I'd like. And that's what we've always tried to express to Mark as this is what we're trying to portray. And I think he's done an unbelievable job of capturing that, so that if you do see that cover, I think you're going to instantly like what's behind it, just because. And that's kind of part of the whole that's part of the whole package, and we've been very fortunate to have him on board to be able to do that with us. And for me, it doesn't get old. I enjoy it. I love his work.
Yeah. And when I was kind of like looking at some of his other covers, I didn't realize that he had done all those, but it makes sense, because when I look at kind of his aesthetics, it kind of all fits in like different ways. So
yeah, I mean, I'm looking at some records on the wall right now, and the first couple are, they're great. It's good artwork, and like I said, we were behind it at the time, and I'd be behind it now. I support it. And as the years progressed, and I see some of the covers he did, it just kind of kept evolving, and I just couldn't imagine doing a record without him doing the cover right now, to be honest with you. Yeah.
So is there anything that you'd like to add that I haven't talked about?
I mean, I could add a ton of stuff. What do you want me to add? But just want to, I hope that for those who do listen to the new record, enjoy it. I hope they appreciate the work that's put into it, and the passion, because that's kind of what this band's been built on, was passion to play music. We're older guys that have lives and families and jobs, and this is more than a hobby for us. And it's been a big part of our life, and hopefully we can continue to do it as long as we have the support, and we enjoy making music, and really hope that people enjoy listening to it.
I did see that you have an upcoming tour too, in Europe and also
Canada.
Canada. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you going to be touring the States as well?
That's a tough call. We're not really in a position, I don't think, to go out and tour by ourselves.
Okay.
If the opportunity came and something was, worth it for us, we might be able to. But we've invested so much time in the years over the years into Europe and South America and Canada, and really not so much that much in the U.S. It's just, for whatever reason, it's either saturated or just not gone over that well. So we kind of pick and choose where we can go, unfortunately, due to time restraints, and the things that are the opportunities that are offered in other places always seem to be so much. We don't get offered stuff here, so it's why we haven't really done a lot.
Okay.
But if it ever came about, then of course we would. Sure, if we could, we would.
Well, I hope that you guys end up playing in Bakersfield sometime soon, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people would like to hear the new album live.
Well, that's realistic. We'll get to Bakersfield for sure.
Okay.